Hi guys, welcome to another video on Sana. Today I wanted to share with you some things I have noticed changes in my 3 months on the Dr. Sebi nutritional guidelines, following his nutritional guidelines. And I've been on, like I say, just 3 months, and I wanted to share some changes I've noticed just in case you guys are wanting to try it and give it a go, which I would definitely recommend. So basically his nutritional guidelines is based on alkaline foods and eating non-hybrid foods. Foods that are supposed to cause less mucus and therefore also help you maintain a healthy body and easier to strengthen your immune system and therefore fight off diseases. So I was like, okay, what do you have to lose? I'd also like to say that we follow the diet like 70%, not completely, because we want to transition into it slowly, but even with 70% I've noticed a lot of difference. So in that sense, like, we eat the other food almost like you would eat, I don't know, like eating out, or if you're visiting someone or something, like when you want to give yourself a treat. So we treat like 30% of our diet maybe as a treat, and the rest of it we eat from Dr. Sebi's recommendation. Just so you know that. In the beginning of this year or last year, like in the end of last year, this time last year actually, I started getting these monthly colds, like these weird colds, and I thought it was just seasonal, but it just kept coming like almost every month, and I didn't know what it was about. Where I would either have, like, I was just filled with mucus. I'd either have like to blow my nose or to, what do you call it, like have a little cough. It would start off like an itch in my throat, and then sometimes it would go on for 4 days, sometimes a week, sometimes 2 weeks, where I would be blowing my nose, or sometimes I'd be really sick and have to be better, like just stay in bed and get better. And I was like, this is not what veganism promised me, like health-wise. So I was like, what is going on? I got checked out, and it looked like I was lacking in both iron and D vitamin. D vitamin I get because obviously, like I said, I don't live in Africa. I live in the north of Europe, so we don't get a lot of sun, and it's not enough maybe for my D vitamin to stay up the whole year. But anyway, so one thing I will say definitely is that since like the first month I went on the Dr. Sebi, like I followed the nutritional guidelines, I haven't had that since, like from the first month. Like, they didn't even wait to, you know, get rid of my body from things. Just from the first month I noticed that I didn't have that scratchy throat, and then needing to blow my nose, and then the coughing or the blowing of noses and so on. So that's number one. I feel like my body has less mucus, which is what the diet is supposed to do. Another thing I've noticed is that my skin has less breakouts, like the bigger kinds of breakouts, and I think that might be a combination of like sweating more, like working out more. But I really feel like since I went on the diet, it has really decrease the amount of breakouts I get. I still get like smaller ones, but I don't get those big ones that used to be here. And I wondered if that also had something to do with mucus in a way. So that is the second change. The skin is better. Another thing is satiation. Like, I feel more full on the Dr. Sebi diet. I do not have like weird sweet cravings that I used to have. I feel like when I eat, I finish eating and I'm good. Like, I just can concentrate on my life. I'm doing what I gotta do. Because before, like on a high carb vegan diet, like when I used to really be too much into high carb, especially when I used to eat road to the bowl, like my blood sugar was always rising and falling, and I'd be like either eating a lot or worrying about what I'm gonna eat a lot next time, right? And I felt like it was just too unbalanced. And now I feel like my energy level is kind of like toned down, like just stable. I don't feel like up and down, which was such a great relief, because the other one also affected my moods and my feelings and my motivation, because I was always like, I was thinking too much about food. But now I can literally live on 3 meals a day. I do try to have snacks every now and then, but like even the fact that I can be happy eating 3 meals a day and feel satiated is amazing, because before, like, it was a bit harder. So that's one thing. And it also takes away weird cravings, like either salty or sweet. And I think that's because it fills you up, it fuels you up, it gives you enough food to feel like, okay, I'm satiated. It's not just filling your stomach up, but all the little things in your body that they need in order to, I don't know, obtain optimal health. So that's a good thing. Another thing is that the digestion is really good, in that you go to the bathroom without any struggles. Already I think being vegan, that really helped. Like I didn't have like before where you could go like a day without, and sometimes 2 days without. Since I went vegan, I thought that was more regular, but I feel like compared to when I was on the starch diet, which sometimes it wasn't filled with as much fiber, so it was digestion wise it wasn't as good. But I feel like with the Dr. Sebi, eating from his recommendations, I feel like my body does actually, it's easier to digest food, it's never hard on the loo, so I feel like that is another bonus. The other thing is that obviously because you can't eat everything, you actually save money. I mean, we buy a lot of food that is more expensive, but because we don't buy a lot of other things, it actually adds up and it makes it even cheaper, because you're not eating a lot of things that, I don't know, like have things in it that is not on the recommendation list. And also in total, like I feel like I'm just, like when you breathe, you feel like, you know that feeling like when you feel like you're cleansed out, like there isn't this feeling of mucus build up like somewhere clogged, like, you know? That's a bonus. Like when you go running, when I exercise, I feel like I breathe thoroughly. That's the word. That's another freaking bonus that I really love about it. Those are the things I've noticed within this 3 months. I'm gonna keep going, obviously, because I feel like I have nothing to lose in it, and so far I've had so many great benefits. So I'm gonna keep going and see what else happens. Like, I also want to actively like put in more greens. We've been eating a lot of cooked food, like for breakfast and lunch, and also because it's winter here, we eat more cooked foods. But I want to also incorporate more and more like fresh foods. So, but I think that would be more around spring and summer, because in the winter, like you don't want to eat cold food. It is for me, but at least like fresh greens, like more kale and such. I think that would really help, like to have my iron levels up, so I don't have to supplement with pills. So I'm trying to do that. But otherwise, those are things I've noticed, and I hope it gives you some ideas and some motivation to try it out. I'll leave his information in the description box, but you should definitely check it out. I really do feel that there is a diet for all people, and I feel like we as Africans have to be aware of our own unique makeup and where we come from and what kind of food we're supposed to eat. And we shouldn't just think that anything man makes can easily replace what nature created itself. So, and I think that's in a way to respect nature and to honor nature and to understand that it is wise, it is intelligent, and what it created with a purpose. So I would definitely recommend that you check it out. And I'll see you in my next video, guys. I hope you're well, and also add in the comment sections if you're on it, if you have any questions, if you would like me to make a video about this on another level or another perspective. And yeah, I'll get back to you guys. Bye! Have a good day. Bye, guys.